Hey there, I'm Brenda with forkfighter.com, helping busy moms go from surviving to thriving and finding joy in the simple moments in life. So today we're going to talk about 10 tips to find me time. I was listening to the radio on the way back from my lunch date, and the announcer was saying that they did a survey, and the things that moms want more of this Valentine's Day than anything else is me time. And they said that 50% of moms said they would give up their phone for a week if they could have 13 hours of me time. I'm like, I don't know if I'd give up my phone. But anyway, I definitely know, right? So when the girls were little, our kids are 16 months apart, it was really hard to find me time. And if you work outside of the home, there can be that guilt of like, well, when I'm home, I should be with the kids. But I got great advice that taking care of you is the best gift you can give to your family. And so I know now in 2021, we know self-care is not selfish, right? But it can be hard to find that time. And yet we are better when we take care of ourselves first, and we can pour from, well, you can't pour from an empty bucket for sure. And so we need to have those times to get some things put in. So I thought, why not come and share 10 tips for finding some me time inside of a busy schedule. Tip number 1, and you can drop a comment below if you want to see the full article. I will send you the link. I love to give credit where credit is due. Number 1 is start small. You don't have to have a whole me day. You don't have to have a girlfriend's weekend away. If you can find an hour, if you can find 5 minutes, heck, if you have babies in your house, if you can pee alone, you have really done something, right? Okay, so let it be small. Small can be significant. Tip number 2, nap when you can. Oh my gosh, every new mom hears this, right? You nap when the baby's napping. Okay, you do. You do, or I couldn't sleep when my kids were sleeping because I was listening for them to wake up. So I would say, honey, I need you to come be the parent on duty, POD, so that I can go nap and I know I don't have to listen. Tip number 3, hire help. I'm going to add in or trade with somebody, because sometimes you can't hire help, but you can trade with another mom. You can ask a neighbor to come over, and so that you can just go walk around the block by yourself maybe. Tip number 4 is alert dad, your partner, spouse. Maybe if you have parents living in your town, let them know, I need a break. I need a little time away. We don't have to have the solution of how that's going to happen, but sometimes when we just speak up for ourselves and say, I need some help, I need a break, I need to step away, people can help us create that. Sorry, I'm getting a little phone call there. All right, number 5, tuck in early. I think this is a struggle for people for sure. Sometimes I hear some couples and moms say that, the kids go to bed early, and then that is their time together. So I think that's beautiful permission that my kids know that I am off duty at 8 p.m. And what I do after that is really my business. Sometimes I hang out with Michael, but I do things that are for me, that I don't really have to answer to or be productive in or whatever. So it isn't necessarily about mom going to bed early, but also I would say if you feel like you're not getting enough sleep, definitely give yourself permission. You will be more effective the next day on a good night's sleep than if you just burn the midnight oil forever and ever and ever. And just know yourself, right? Like some people need more sleep than others. And so do what works for you for sure. Number 6 is set a schedule. So I am so blessed that a pastor shared with me pretty early on that Sabbath rest is in the 10 Commandments, and it's not a mistake. Like it was really meant to be in there. And don't get all judgy about what it looks like. You do your Sabbath rest the way you need to do it. It could be 2 o'clock on Tuesday. Doesn't matter. But take that time, get permission, or not permission, but get on board, enroll your people to get around the schedule. So at my house on Sundays, we do church, we do lunch, mama goes to bed. I close the door. Doesn't matter what I do. They don't care, but they know that's my time. And when you have littles, you can't always do that. But again, start small. Number 7 is give yourself permission to say no, especially if you are a stay-at-home mama or a work-from-home mama. It is so easy to assume that other people are looking at your life and saying, well, she has all the time in the world. Why didn't she say yes to that? Only you know your plate and your schedule and what you are carrying and what there is room for. And if there isn't room, it's okay to say no. It's better. I talked a couple weeks ago on a live about Lisa Turker's book, The Best Yes. I can't recommend it enough. It's better to give a really good no than a bad yes. So give yourself permission to say no. Number 8, make a date. So yeah, part of me time for me, for sure. And I'm an extrovert. I get it. I'm an omnivert, I think. But anyway, make a date. Make a date with yourself. Make a date with your spouse. Whatever you need to do. Sometimes knowing you have it to look forward to can take the pressure valve off for sure. All right, number 9, have a treat. You know what? If you need a piece of chocolate, have a piece of chocolate and don't feel guilty about it. That's what I think. So yes, we need to take great care of our bodies. We need to do lovely things that pour into ourselves, and know what your treat foods are and decide how often you can do that in a way that is still really building up your body and serving it really, really well. Or a treat doesn't have to be food too, right? Maybe a treat is painting your toenails. Maybe a treat is getting a bath. Maybe a treat is doing a little mini facial at home. There's lots of treats that we can do for ourselves. Taking time to paint, taking time for a dance party, whatever is your kind of love language, give yourself that treat for sure. And then number 10 is shed the guilt. So we talked about it. Self-care isn't selfish, right? And yet it creeps in, doesn't it? If we're honest, I think it does for sure. So I hope these were helpful to you. I hope you found one that you're like, oh, I could do a little bit of that and get some me time in. And if you loved this, you are going to love our self-love and chocolate challenge inside of our Healthy Living Tribe Facebook group. So if you want to know more about that, drop me a comment, send me a direct message. I will get you in. We are going to take 10 days to be really intentional about the good things that we're doing. It's totally free. There's no strings attached, but we're going to have engagement and opportunities and ideas and things that you can do to treat yourself and take really great care for a 10-day, and it's going to go all around Valentine's Day. It's going to be amazing. So again, if you liked these tips, you are going to love that. Drop me a comment. Let me know that you want the self-love challenge, the February challenge, please, whatever. I will figure it out for sure. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow.